Hey, what's up, guys? So, long time no talk. Tuesday, June 13th. It's been a couple weeks. I'm 9 weeks out now. Filming outside because I'm using my phone because I'm being lazy. But there's kids screaming in the backyard, and then my dog keeps barking. So, sorry. But anyway, so we're 9 weeks out, and I know I haven't talked to you guys in 3 weeks. It's been quite a long time. So, and yeah, I've just been so crazy with work. I had a transition, so I transferred location. So I was working at one location for my job, and then I transferred to another location. And while it was a very smooth transition, I went from a very shift schedule that I was very used to, I had been with for over 6 months, to being with a brand new shift schedule, and my shifts are all changed all over, and now I'm working like 12 days in a row without having a day off. So before I was doing like 4 days of double shifts, and I was working like 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. 3 days a week, and then one day I was doing like a 8 to 6, and then I would have 3 days off, and it was great. But now I'm working every day, and I'm opening, which is good, is what I wanted. But now I have to kind of fix things, so that can be pretty stressful when you're on prep, but I'm dealing with it. So it's just trying to sleep when I can. Like last night, I only got 4 hours of sleep because I closed, and then I took someone's opening shift this morning just to help out, and I got 4 hours of sleep, so that was fun. And then I tried to nap, and I slept for an hour, and then Ryan woke me up because he was leaving for soccer. And then when he woke me up, I felt like death. So that was about an hour and a half ago, but I keep putting off that I'm supposed to put a video out. So here we go, 9 weeks out, prep update. So this is what's happening. Okay, so I'm pretty good with my sleep, actually. I'm not too tired. Despite getting 4 hours of sleep a night, I'm functioning pretty well. When I have my cheat meals, I get really sleepy, which apparently is because my prep brain, by the way, is in full effect. I forget words, so please forgive me if I don't make any sense in this video. But yeah, insulin spikes make you very sleepy. So after my cheat meals, I do sleep a lot. I'm having a cheat meal today, so I'm really excited about that. And so today's Tuesday. Normally I have my cheat meals on Saturday or Sunday, but this week my coach wanted to push it until Tuesday to really get my body into a fat loss state, so that I could really utilize the cheat meal. Because if you don't need a cheat meal, like I was talking about in my last video, if your body doesn't really need a cheat meal physically, it's not going to benefit you. It might benefit you mentally, but it's definitely not going to benefit you physically. So it is definitely going to benefit me today. I am down to 143 pounds. So I think last time I talked to you guys, we were at 146. So I was stuck at 146 for a couple weeks. For about 2 weeks there, I was stuck at 146. And then we started the carb cycling, and I dropped to 145. And then Jody updated it a little bit more, so that less carbs, less fat overall, less calories overall, I guess. And I dropped another 2 pounds. And then we were doing 2 days of low carb, higher fat, and 1 day of high carb, really low fat. And she wanted me to wait to have a carb day for a cheat meal, but it didn't work out because Monday was my carb day, and Monday I worked 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. So again, prep brain. Completely wrong my train of thought. Because my plan was to have 3 days of low carb, high fat. So I had that Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and I dropped another half a pound, which was really good. So now I'm at 143.5 pounds, which I'm really, really happy about. And I know a lot of competitors always say, oh, I go by looks. I didn't really know to measure my body fat percentage, but working at gyms and having the tools there, I try to take advantage of them. Obviously, I used bioelectrical impedance. So if you guys don't know what bioelectrical impedance is, it is it's like a body fat measurement through like holding those hand things, or like even like some people have them in their scales at home. My scale at home has it, but generally if you have it in a scale at home, it's very inaccurate. The one we have at our gym is a higher accurate BIA scale measurement, but at the same time, bioelectrical impedance is the highest margin of error when it comes to body fat percentage. If you are dehydrated versus hydrated, it's going to be off. The more dehydrated you are, the higher it's going to assume. Higher it's going to assume your body fat percentages, and the more hydration you have in your body, the lower your body fat percentage is because it runs an electrical wave through your fat, and your fat is more resistant than your muscle. And water is a conductor. So the more water in your body, the less resistant, and the less water in your body, the more resistant. So yeah. But I was at 15% this morning. So, and I know you'll hear girls say, "Oh, I'm at 7% body fat. Oh, I'm at 8% body fat." But women's essential body fat percentage is 9 to 12%, and that is equivalent for a guy to have 2 to 4%. If a woman has under 9% body fat and she stays there for, I don't know, more than a week, you're like ending up in the hospital, serious health conditions, hair's falling out. You need 9 to 12% body fat to function as a human for women. Men, that's 2 to 4. So a lot of pro guys will be at like 3-4% body fat, 5% body fat, and they'll say, "Oh, I'm at 2% body fat. Oh, I'm at 1% body fat." They're really not. If you go get a DEXA scan, which is like the professional gold standard of body fat testing, most people who think they're at like say for a guy, say they think they're at like a 1-2%, they're really at like a 6-7%, and that is where they look their leanest and their fullest. So for me, a goal of mine is to get to about 10 to 12%. Ideally, I'm in that higher range of the essential fat, which means that I do not have any body fat other than what I need for my body, so I can still function properly, but I'm as lean as I possibly can get. So obviously with figure, you don't want to have crazy striations and things like that. You do need a lot more muscle to have that anyway. So, but I'm really hoping that I get down to about that 12% body fat, which would mean that I would lose about another 5 to 6 pounds. So I'm at 143. So ideally, I wouldn't want to lose more than the lowest I would want to be would be 137, 138. My last show I got down to 139, and I was about the leanest I am now. So that is because, so I still probably had last show probably about 5 pounds I could have lost that I didn't. That would put me at like 133. So if my goal is 138, that means I did have a successful off season and I put on around 1 to 2 pounds of muscle, which is a huge increase. That's another thing. Hey guys, so what I was about to talk about was that there's a misconception with how much muscle mass you can actually put on in an off season, but unfortunately I can't get the video to straighten out because I'm putting this edit up on my phone. So because of that, I am sparing you the details, but I can make a video going in depth to that if you like. Basically, people think that they can put on like 20 to 30 pounds in an off season of muscle mass when you can put on maybe 5 to 10 pounds if you are a enhanced athlete, we should say. But for most people who are natural athletes, you can really only put on about 1 to 2 pounds in an off season, and that is considered a great success. But here are some of my progress photos for you guys. So again, 143 pounds, 9 weeks out. I am 5'10", so that's why my weight is on the higher side, not because I have a lot of muscle, as you can clearly see. But I thought I'd put in the progress photos for you now. So now we're going to get back to the video from what I was talking about with the prepped update. So I went to the gym on Sunday. That would be it's Tuesday, so that would have been the 11th, June 11th. And I got there and there was no one in the gym. I did get to film my workout. Did a back and chest workout. So I'm going to put that in the video. So everything is prep brain. Got me like I was able. Okay, let's try this again. I worked out on Sunday. I filmed my video for you guys, back and chest, and it's going to be in this video right after this. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting so far. This is just the beginning, and I'm really hoping that this takes off. I love informing people about fitness and nutrition and exercise. It is such a passion of mine, so I'm really happy that I have started this YouTube channel with Ryan, and Ryan should have a video coming out this week as well that we filmed today, and we're gonna edit it. Again, just a short workout. He's working out with the same group of guys that you guys would have seen before, and Andrew and Mike, and yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Keep that constant tension, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Alright, so here's the video clip of me working out. So we're starting with lat pull down and push-ups just to warm up the upper body, get blood flow, things like that. I always start with a warm-up set, a couple sets of workouts. When I do any workout, after I do about 5 to 10 minutes of warm-up cardio, I will then do a couple sets of exercises that I don't count towards part of my workup as warm-up, and keeping the weight light. I usually do 2 to 3 sets of 20 reps of these just to make sure I'm getting blood flow, things like that. And yes, I am doing push-ups on my knees. This is more of a warm-up. I can do push-ups, but I can only do about 5 to 6 regular push-ups. Yes, I know I'm very weak, but there's no point for me to do that now, because if I'm doing that while I'm warming up and hitting failure, obviously that completely defeats the purpose of a warm-up. So just a quick reminder, always leave your ego out of it. Obviously we want to lift heavy and push ourselves to our hardest, but at the same time, if you're pushing yourself with a weight that you can't lift comfortably, it's not really worth doing. And here I'm just doing dumbbell chest press. I work up to a max of about 3 to 4 reps, and I do about 4 or 5 sets. And then I jumped right in from there into pull-ups until failure, using a band for assistance. Sometimes I'll jump up for assistance, but I wanted to get the full range of motion, because when you do jump up, you're kind of cheating yourself out of that bottom rep range. I have really been working on doing scapular depressions hanging, so that'll work on the first kind of phase of the pull-ups are something I struggle with, because I am so tall. In my off season, I'm like 155 pounds, and that is a lot to pull up. I have been working on them. I really do want to improve them, but it's just a work in progress. So next I did 4 sets of this exercise here. So single arm cable lat pull downs. So I did it 2 ways. One, the way you just saw, and then I faced the other way and then pulled away. The reason I did both was I kind of treated it like a drop set. With the first one, you require a little bit more muscle strength, and you're kind of hitting your lower lats more as you're crunching in, doing a little bit of a side crunch. And then when you reach further across, you're getting a deeper stretch. So it is challenging, but then you also have more control over it. So it kind of works your lats 2 ways. So that was a really good superset / drop set that I did there. And a really good tip with this is to think about almost doing like a side oblique crunch as you're doing it, because that's really going to activate your lower lats versus just your upper lats when doing it. And it definitely made a difference. I was very sore the next day, which was great. So then I did this exercise here for 4 sets. So I really like doing this exercise because you can get a really nice deep stretch into your lats. I just call it a high row cable pull. And then with that, I superset it into a close grip lat pull down to finish off and really burn out my lats. And with this exercise, a good cue is to think about pulling the actual close grip attachment apart. You get a lot more lat activation with that. Alright, so next up we have cable chest fly. So for this, I set the cable attachments at the top. I find I can get a much better contraction when I think about coming down and forward. And I did a drop set with this, so 5 reps at the higher weight, which was all I could do. I was hitting failure and then dropped it down and hit failure again. So another cue for this I like to do is thinking about turning my pinkies together when I pull forward. I can feel like I can get a much better contraction that way. And the last exercise I did was 4 sets of 10 dumbbell rows. I really like doing dumbbell rows as well because I can get, again, really good range of motion and contract my lats really well, as you'll see on the other side when I switch arms. But I find being able to contract your lats in that bottom spot of the bent over row really does help with a lat spread as well in that position. Again, being able to contract my lats bigger when I'm posing
for figure. So you'll see that right now. But that is it for my workout. I finished after this. I did a little bit more chest work and some just a machine chest press, and then I did seated cable rows just to finish off everything. But I didn't get a chance to record that because my phone died, unfortunately. But thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video.